Well, hello there people, and comic book fans alike. I'm going to be trying something completely new on this channel. Normally when I do comic reviews, I normally do comic book event reviews, and while that is great, sometimes it takes a long while for it to actually, sort of fully complete, and there's some issues. Sometimes I felt I want to give my thoughts on certain issues that happened without either that event or some other issues that kind of happened just while I was kind of reading. So this is what I'm going to try for quite a while. I'm going to be trying doing like single comic book issue reviews. And don't worry, like if it's like event or something that leads on to like the next thing, I will leave annotations along the video and down in the description bar. But there's also one thing you have to know. I will be spoiling maybe some of the things, not all of it. Just probably like maybe the basis of the story, however, so I will be spoiling some of that. But without further ado, let's get on with my first review of the first issue of Forever Evil. So as we all well know, at the end of the Trinity War, the Crime Syndicate comes out of that sort of Pandora's box thing, and they literally start attacking the Justice League. Some time is taking place after that, like not like a week, like some time is taking place, and now they are breaking villains out of their prisons and cells and whatnot. Even like Arkham Asylum, Blackgate Prison, Bella Reeve, and all those other sort of good stuff. But what's quite interesting is to set up, towards it. For instance, you start off with the issue with Lex Luthor, and his helicopter gets attacked by Ultraman, and then we see Nightwing taking Zsasz into Arkham Asylum, and then as that is happening, Superwoman end up attacking Arkham Asylum, and then he kind of gets in the crossfire of it. We're seeing just all these kind of like these big supervillains just taking out all of sort of prison, getting these villains out, and this sets up quite a lot for like the next kind of like months or so, with some of the tie-in kind of like issues for it, like what was it, Arkham War, the Angus kind of issue with Steve Trevor, and also Rogue's Rebellion, which I think is something you'll see towards some of the one-shots that are happening through the Villains Month. But other than that though, you see all that, and it's in when the villains all meet this new group. Some of them think they are just the Justice League in disguise, so to prove that, they kill a few people, and they also reveal some secret identities. And even with all that, however, they throw like Aquaman's trident, Superman's cape, Wonder Woman's lasso. So obviously we know these are very important items, they wouldn't be duplicates, or however. And with that, the end, kind of like the last few pages, Lex Luthor looks up and asks and says, "This is a job for Superman. Where is he now?" So when I was reading this whole issue, I was gobsmacked, because this issue was kind of like really, really, really good. This is like how you start off an issue. You don't start with anything big or dramatic. You set the foundations up nicely, and that's exactly what they did. Everything is set up, and we even get the idea of who's going to be kind of like the hero for all this, which is going to be Lex Luthor, because he's strong. He seems to be like he's going to be the strong character for all of this, because he tells a wee story at the start about this cat that he tried to save, and that's quite an indication that even though he is the villain, that he's the villain for that world, and that world alone. So anyone who's trying to take over it, he's gonna literally stop them. I completely love that. What I also like is the things that we kind of get a hint towards, that they kind of reveal, but they reveal it very subtly. They don't really outright explain it. They just say it very subtly, and that is what I really like about it. Now, I don't know whether or not how this is all going to conspire, because this is quite a big thing. Hopefully like when the next issue comes out, it'll be groundbreaking enough to really kind of explain, but overall I'm going to say I really enjoyed this issue. Now I'm going to start doing I'm going to do rating systems on issues, but it's just going to be like a simple 1 out of 5, so there won't be any halves or anything, and I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. This was a really good issue. Don't believe it was the perfect issue, it's hard to really make kind of like the perfect issue, but it was almost there. So I'm looking forward to Forever Evil 2. Gotta wait for like a month for that now, which is quite sad to be honest, but it's worth the wait however. So I urge you to try and start picking this up straight away, and with that I will see you guys later.